with another movie review. I know it's been a while since my last one, which was pretty much Spider-Man Far From Home. If you haven't checked that out, links in the description. If you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, check my bio. For it on Instagram, and here it is, my Hobbs and Shaw review. Back a few hours ago from watching Hobbs and Shaw, and it was actually much better than I thought. This film is not like a normal Fast and Furious film, okay? I'm gonna put it out there. If you're expecting that, don't. Because this film is not really part of what has already happened. Yeah, this film is not a Fast and Furious film. It's not about car racing. It's not about heists. It's not about any of that. So anything you've seen before, it's nothing like that. It's more of just like a subcategory, something that is not much connected. It's like its own franchise. So don't think it's, oh, it might be part of the Fast and Furious universe, but it's like if you were playing Shadow of Mordor and then there's the Lord of the Rings films. It's a different thing, but it's within the same universe. I just want to say the film is actually so funny. The chemistry between Hobbs and Shaw was established during Fast 7, and they've obviously grown that into this film. And there are so many funny moments in the movie where they're like just fighting, arguing, and the way they argue and what they say to each other is just so witty. Like, the lines are brilliant. Another thing as well is the action. Always looking for a film with a lot of action, a lot of intensity. It's like John Wick in that way. It has so much action in it. You're so hooked. And I loved every moment out of it. Like, I was expecting this to be quite a boredom kind of film. Not much to say, not much to enjoy. But I was wrong. Honestly, I would recommend you go and see this film. And I'll tell you why I enjoyed it. I didn't expect a proper Fast and Furious film. There were a few surprising moments. Spoiler central right now. So when we get to halfway through the movie, there is a scene with Luke Hobbs and then his daughter in a diner. And so he has an old friend that comes and visits him. And the old friend turns out to be Ryan Reynolds. Now, this scene was so funny, and it took me out completely because I was just not expecting that. And then there was a scene where Kevin Hart just appears out of nowhere. Really funny scene, and it's a build-up of Hobbs and Shaw arguing once again, and Kevin Hart just pops out of nowhere. And I just love how they fit Ryan Reynolds and Kevin Hart in very small roles, just for that humour and that comic relief. This film had such a comic vibe to it. Like, it took you away from the action at times because it was funny. But there was a perfect balance with the humour and the action. And then there's obviously the serious undertone with the action and the villain. And I think Idris Elba played a nice role here as a villain. He played it well, and Elba is a great actor, and it was a very enjoyable film. So if you are very curious about seeing this, have little expectation as a Fast and Furious film. Think of it as its own kind of entity. So if you want to see some good humour, you want to see some action, cars flying and things like that, go for it. Honestly, I recommend you watch this. But just don't expect a proper Fast and Furious film like we've seen before.